What's up, Stripe Nation? Blake Alberts here with B&B Lawn Care. Back with my beautiful wife, Natalie Albertson. It's our anniversary. We're doing a part 2 video because we got a little bit lengthy. We can talk forever about us because we're our favorite people, right? Alright, so we were just talking about some of the biggest challenges we've overcome as a couple and in our relationship. So I wanted Natalie to talk about the NICU a little bit because we're just continuing on. So go watch part 1. This is part 2. It might not make sense if you just watch this one, but let's talk about the NICU a little bit. For like, let's cut it off at 2 minutes because we still talk about it to this day.
I don't know. I can talk about it for a million years.
Yeah.
We had twins. We knew that they were coming at 36 weeks. We had prepared for that. That's what the doctors told us. They said, you're not going past 36 weeks. So like we kind of figured like going into it that if we made it to 36 weeks, like maybe they would go to the NICU for a couple days, but most 36 weekers don't have to go.
And Natalie, which I love, is extremely optimistic. So she went in thinking that they weren't going to go in the NICU.
Yeah. I mean, most 36 weekers don't have to.
36 weekers?
I know. So like we just went into it thinking hopefully they weren't going to have to go.
Yeah.
But they came early. They had, this second we found out that they were coming early, they came down and told us, like, they're going to have to go. So, like...
And they were aliens, so they went, for sure.
Oh, yeah, they went. They had to. But I would say that was, like, just the hardest time, even of my life. Like, it was the most miserable time of my entire life. I was at the lowest I've ever been. Like,
you had hormones out the frickin' wazoo.
Hormones, like, it was just bad. And it was the time that you and I fought the most. Yeah. I mean, we fought every day.
Because I went into it as, this is what my babies have to do. Yeah. They have to have this care. So I came home and I was nesting the way a man would nest, and I built my office. I did everything that I needed to do that I felt would bring my kids would come home to a secure place and whatever. I don't know what was going through my head, but Natalie felt like she needed to be there 24 hours a day, and we just didn't see eye to eye on that.
No.
And like, because I'm like, I'm not doing anything. I can't touch the kids.
And like, looking back, I get it. But like, at the time, like, we were only allowed to touch the kids every 3 hours for maybe 20 minutes. Like, we didn't get to do it for long because they had to go back into the warming. And
well, you had the kids. You grew the kids, had them, and then now you have somebody telling you that you can't hold them.
Exactly. And I think that was like, from the very start, I mean, like, they came out of me, they held them up, I got to see them, and then they were gone. I mean, and from right there, like, it was over. Like,
she might cry right now.
I might. Like, that was the worst.
It was
like, time, just because you have these babies, you have like what's the word? Like a picture in your head of like what's gonna happen. Like, you go your life.
Stop tearing up. I am literally moving on this conversation.
Movies and stuff, like seeing how like the baby's gonna come and you're gonna get all your fun stuff, and then like they're taken away and they're in some part of the hospital. You have no clue where they are. You can't go see them. We couldn't see them until my what's it called? Epidural wore off.
Yeah. Which was 8 hours later.
Yeah, like, it wasn't till night. I think it was dark outside, right? Like, 7 or 8 o'clock when we finally got to see them.
And then you go and see these
tiny little babies.
Aliens.
They don't even look like babies. Like, their skin was literally, like, translucent? Is that the word?
Like, I'm telling you, they were aliens, dude. Yeah. Aliens.
And, like, at the time, like, you were like, oh, they don't look that bad. Like, they're fine looking. And, like, now looking back at pictures, I'm like...
Yeah, it's...
Like, that last little bit of time is
huge.
Huge, yeah.
So the hospitals suck. Hospitals suck. Dude, they're the most draining thing in the world. We were constantly like, to get up there, you know, you had to park, walk a half mile, go up security, go up security.
Away, yeah.
It's just, it sucked. It was the worst thing in the world.
It was, and it was the worst thing in the world between us because I couldn't understand why you weren't there, and you didn't understand why why I.
Because you would literally
there.
sit on a chair and just like sleep. I get it, and there's gonna be mixed opinions on everybody. So, after that, I would say right now, our biggest issue, it's just a really long issue, is just trying to get the kids to be independent. Like we're literally no. Where are they at right now? They're sleeping beautiful, playing with each other. No, they've got her sisters
right
watching
here,
them.
yeah.
Like
I would say our biggest issue right now is the differences in mom and dad. Like where the kids need me and they cry and I go to them. You're like, well, shouldn't they be like?
No.
Figuring it out, like, not figuring out, but like figuring out how to self-soothe.
Yeah. Well, the biggest issue right now, and I told Natalie, I'm like, I love breastfeeding. Like, I think it's awesome. I can't imagine. But the biggest issue with it is they are
attached.
I can't explain. It's like
I leave the
Michael
room.
Jackson walking through when they see her, it's just like, all the time.
And
they are
I leave
attached.
the room and it's like,
They're
where'd
freak
she
out.
go? And like I set them down, they freak out. And it's not like that they need to be eating all the time. It's just that they always have to, like, I always have to be in sight of these children. Like
If she leaves, they freak.
Like this weekend, we went to Silver Dollar City with his family. They're all great. Like everything was great, but I had to be touching my children the entire time because I couldn't even to go upstairs or anything.
Or the bathroom.
Yeah, I can't leave them, and I mean, you're right. That's the hardest. It's the hardest thing.
And here's the thing, and this is why I tell people, you learn like now. It's like when I need to do something, you have to get it done and then get back to the family. Like my time is so limited right now; it's ridiculous. And Natalie's time is she can't do anything. Okay.
I would say that's the hardest thing for us too, like with your business and you working and me not working, is like this has been the hardest thing to overcome. Like right now, like family style is like you coming home and like wanting to relax, but I've been with the kids all day, so I want to like have 5 minutes alone, but you're like, well, I need to relax, and I'm like, well, I need to relax, and it's I'd say that's been like the biggest issue right now.
Right. And so here's my thing, and this might seem like, Blake, I can't believe you're going to shameless plug right now, but I'm going to, and it's for a reason. I made a course, an online course. I'll put the link down below, and I did it for a reason, because literally the things that I talk about in that course took me 3 and 4 years of worrying. I didn't know. I had no direction. Literally, the course gives you the direction. Like, you could knock out what it took me literally 3 to 4 years and what I've learned over the last 8 years. And I've been exposed with YouTube and stuff to, like, people that run $100 million companies. Literally, you could get it done in a month. Like, you could get your LLC, your insurance, like, everything set up and ready to go, and just go out and start getting your clients and making money. Check out the course. And so the reason I say that is because right now, like for 2021, my focus in my business, and this comes a lot from Nick Carlson when we went to the Multimate event, is what can I buy to just make what we do so much quicker. That might come with equipment, dingoes, more employees, whatever it is, software, because my time is so limited. Because like literally, I can't just be out working all day. I just can't be. We have other things going on. And so things like a course, dude, I don't know, like if I was just getting out of my job, like a full-time job, and just starting my lawn care company with what we've got going on right now, I'm not sure I could do it. I really don't. There's just no time. There's no time to do what I did. So I made that course because I know how hard it is to be a parent, to be a husband, to be whatever you are. I know how hard it can be and how there's no time to go out and research for 3 years when literally for the price of a yard, that was my thought. I was like, dude, these guys, if I help them change the price on their accounts, it's going to be free and it's going to pay for itself 8 million times over. And so it's all about efficiency. It's all about time. Right now, we're just trying to find time. Mm-hmm. We're trying to find time. Whatever that is. Right now, it's kind of like making coffees at home. Like, we make coffees at home, and then if we're going out, it's don't make coffees at home, go to Starbucks. Like, which one is it? Just you're going out to get Starbucks and then you're coming back home to work? Well, don't go do that. Just make it at home. But if you're going out, then don't waste time doing it at home. Just go get it. Like, little things like that. We're just trying to find out,
Here's how I want to end this. Yeah. Here's how I want to end this. I want to end this, like, from me.
Well, I can't just shameless plug and then end the video. Like, I'm really trying to help people. It's not that.
No, I know. I'm saying, like I want to end this, like, coming from my perspective of, like,
okay,
wife
do it.
side
I like that.
business
I like that.
and me and husband side of business. Like, if you're a wife or a girlfriend watching this video, I think the most important thing is to understand that your spouse always has good intentions. Like, there's times
That's very good.
where you do things and I am so upset because I'm like, why are you doing this? But at the end, I'm like, okay, like, you have to be doing this. Like, does this make sense? Like,
That's so. Oh my gosh, I got 2 things. Keep going.
like, no, but I'm saying, like, I always have to understand that when you come down here to work, you are doing things that are bettering for our family. Even if I think you're just jacking around down here, you're not jacking around. You're doing things that are building your business, building your relationships with other people, companies, everything about that. And, like, that's probably been the hardest thing for me to realize, especially with kids.
When they're screaming upstairs,
when
I'm
they're
like,
both
Natalie, I have to get these things done.
When they're both screaming and I'm so upset with you for being down here because you're not up there helping me, like, I also get, like, why you're down here and what you're doing. And I think that that's probably the most important thing is, like...
Well, that goes back to what goals do we have as a family?
Yeah.
Because if our goals are only to make it to tonight without our kids screaming...
Exactly.
Okay, we can get that done, but I'm not going to get anything done down here.
Exactly.
But if our goals are, how are we going to move on in our life and reach our goals? And what are our goals now? Our goals are, we want to get some property and we want to build a house one day and we want to, whatever. We have big goals. I've got stupid goals, like crazy goals, but they freak people out sometimes if I say them. Like, I want to get a plane one day, dude. Like, see? But one day when in 2040, when I'm playing this video back and we're flying around to the Bahamas or something.
Okay, what do you think the most important thing is, like, from going towards me? Like,
what do you mean?
Like, I just, like, said towards, like, what my most important thing to, like, help you out is.
Yeah.
Is realizing.
Well, I think with that, first off, mine works in crazy ways. Like, literally, I just have a board right here, and it's just got ideas about everything. Like, there's not even one specific idea that I have. But I just have, like, I get these million things on my mind, and I just have to write them all down. And I have to do it when I want to do it. Like, and Natalie, it's hard for her to understand that. Like, the course. The course took me 1 month. And it took me, we were in New Jersey with family, and we're all getting dinner prepared and hanging out, and I keep going back and forth to a different room.
Even when we weren't in New Jersey, though, when you were actually, like, filming it and stuff, like, it took days of you just being down here from sun up to sundown, and I'd be like, what the heck, I'm up here all by myself doing this, and, like, now I'm, like, very thankful.
It's just, you have to have bigger goals than today in this week. And, like,
way to put it.
Literally, we were going back and forth. Like, I was just going back, uploading a new thing onto the website. I spent almost $3,000 making this website. So, a wife is like, why in the heck did you spend $3,000? I could have done this and I could have done this. Well, what do we have? We have bigger goals than that. I think we're going to make more than $3,000 on it. I think we're going to help so many people that they're going to continue coming back, and we're going to build deeper relationships. And it's to bring up the whole thing close. Bring up, like, if we're in this room and our goal is way up there, but we can't reach it. So we have to fill up some water here so it raises us up so we can get that goal. Every little thing that you do every single day, you need to be thinking about that. How are we going to raise this water level so one day it lifts us all the way up and we can touch our goal? And sometimes it's really hard when the babies are screaming and you're changing diapers and just everything is just madness. You can't even get it through your head. And then you look at the end of the day and you're like, what did we do to fill up the water? Like, to fill up this room. So you have to be able to every single day, I'm like, what can I do today? And if that is me sitting down here filming for 12 hours, literally 12 hours, a course that I'm just gonna make up, then it's that, you know? And listen, ideas don't work out sometimes. I've done a lot of things and wasted a lot of time on stupid things that haven't worked out. But I've done a lot of things that have made me a lot of money and raised up the ship to get us that much closer to the goal. So you have to have, and I know that people say that all the time, it's annoying, but you have to have, you and your wife have to sit around like, what were we doing the other day? We were driving, just on our drive, we didn't listen to music or anything for our 4-hour drive. We literally were talking like, I'm like, what is your dream house like? And I told her, like, one day I want to spend the whole winter in like Arizona, just with a desert, and so we can watch the sunset. I'm a dork on sunsets. I love sunsets. I love space, obviously. I love all that. I'm like, I want to see the desert line and then a sunset coming down. And I want a big modern house that we just live in for 3 months and then come back here and get back to work. And she told me hers, and it's like, you have to do that. So when the babies are screaming and Natalie, I've got to go. I have to go. There's nothing I can do. Well, you're your own boss. Like, and we talk about that all the time. I think with no, I'm not saying you have, but I'm saying like Brian Fullerton. We always talk
in this by yourself.
Yeah, are the babies screaming?
Kids, yeah.
Exactly. See, you guys are gonna understand now that that's just part of it. Thank you.
Anniversary.
Yeah, happy anniversary. We're going on a big date night tonight. I'm nervous. I'm real nervous.
Been on a date since the baby.
We have not. Well, we've been on little dates, but we're going to like a fancy restaurant or whatever. So I don't even know where was I at. Oh yeah. So Brian and I always talk about like family and friends are always like, you own your own business though, so can't you come to my son's birthday party? You run your own business. You have a boss telling you when to go. Well, the part of being a business owner is you have to be your own boss. You have to tell yourself, get up, you have to leave right now. It's time to go to work. And the biggest thing I think is I have to do that even when the family, the babies are crying, we have stuff to do. That stuff is constant. It's 24/7, 365. So I have to peel out. I have to get away to make money. So time management's huge, dude. I mean, like, I have no time for anything. I don't have time for literally anything. Nothing, dude. Like, we don't have time for this, but we made time for this because this is what we do, man. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you sat down, maybe share this with your wife or husband or whoever, girlfriend, boyfriend, fiance. It's a big deal. And if you guys want us to talk about this, maybe we'll do like a live video sometime. That way we can, like, you guys can ask questions and we can kind of talk about it because it's a big thing. And Natalie, this is the part of us. Natalie is just as big of a part of everything I have going on, YouTube, the business, as I am. And I am just as big as a part of taking care of the children as she is. That's the 100 thing. okay? Because if she's not taking care of the kids, I can't make videos. I can't go out and do lawn care. I can't better my business. I can't talk to customers. And vice versa. I mean, we're in this thing together, her and I, and you and I, and we're all in this thing. We're all trying to figure it out. We're not perfect. We're making it up every single day as we go. And it's stressful. It's hard for me at times because I come from a family that you get up at 7 o'clock, you go to work, and you work till 6 o'clock at night. And every single day, you never miss a beat. And now it's kind of weird. Like, I make money from YouTube, I make money from sponsorships, and so I run a lawn care company, but my business isn't only cutting grass anymore, and that's kind of weird. And so it's hard for me sometimes because I can make money on my laptop, on my phone, on the phone, not on my phone. Get it? Just as I can to go cut grass. And now I have employees, so I can make money mowing while at home sending emails. It's weird, and it's hard, like, mentally for me, because I think I'm so wired and programmed that the only way that Blake Albertson can make money is if Blake Albertson is mowing the lawn. And it's just not the case anymore. And so it's kind of hard when Natalie's like, what do you have going on today? Are you going to work? Or anybody, my friends or family, well, I'm going to work, but I'm not necessarily going to mow today. You know, like, I don't know. You got to figure out your own life. And that's the deal. So I know that's weird and freaky to people. It's weird and freaky to me, dude. So I'm like, this year's been the first year where it's like, I'm like, my best time spent is managing. I go mow, but it's not like 7 days a week anymore. You know, it might be like 3 or 4 days a week of me mowing and working outside. And the rest of my time is best spent on my phone and on the computer and in my office, managing my lawn care company and managing sponsorships and YouTube and everything like that, which is weird. So it really helps with kids, though. It really does. And I'm super thankful. I'm super blessed. And I appreciate all of you guys for supporting and watching and listening. And I hope we helped you out some way. So that's it. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you guys so much for watching this 2-part. Let me know if you liked it. It's different for me. I've never really done 2-part videos. But that's it. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching. And we'll see you in the next one. Peace!